Hey, it's Rebecca here with Also Cool Meg, and I'm joined by
Cecile Believe.
Thank you so much for coming today and for performing at Palomosa. To start things off, something we just observed on stage that I really admire about you is your sense of fluidity. I'm really intrigued by the way you kind of move on stage. And can you describe your approach to stage presence?
It's funny you say that because as I was performing today, I had a flash of my high school band that I was in, where we did like Temptation style, like Motown backup dancing. And all the girls that were the other singers always made fun of me for my dance moves. And I was like, I think these are kind of cool. Like they're like different and a little bit spicy or whatever. So I had that literally flash through my mind as I was moving on stage today, feeling like some sort of teenage shame about it. So I appreciate the compliment for starters. I think I like to move like the way that I like. I mean, it's very connected to music, you know. I really like fluid sounds. Actually, I'm like really into ambient music, and you know, I like cinematic sort of feeling in music. So I think that there's a real connection to the way I like to move, or how I like to visualize movement, and how the music sounds. Or maybe it's the other way around. I don't know. You know? Yeah.
That's amazing. Yeah. And that's a really funny coincidence because all I could think about was how beautiful you looked and how fun the moment was. So yeah. Very exciting that Mile End Kicks had its TIFF premiere there. Can you tell me more about what it was like to compose the original score for the film and how that experience has expanded your artistry in some ways?
It really expanded my artistry on like such an accelerated timeline because I came onto the project quite late in January this year. So, you know, I did the whole score with the director over the course of about 4 months. So it's, you know, it's interesting because I do a lot of collaboration in music, but in film, you know, you really have to work through challenges to much more in a much more concrete way than in music. So I think in music, if you don't like something, you put it aside and you say, maybe we'll look at that later, or maybe it'll never come out on the album or whatever, you know? And that's very normal. But in film, it's like you have to get the music on the screen. So you need to work through challenges and address them more head on. And I think that was a really good experience for me to push myself through the collaboration process more about, you know, really digging into like communicating about music, and also working with non-musicians is a whole other side of things. And Chandler, the director, is like a music fanatic, you know, so that was excellent to work with someone like that. But again, like there is sort of a different language when you're writing about music, or you're just so into it in a different way than like actually making it. So it made me so much of a better, I think, like musician and collaborator.
Oh, that's fantastic. Yeah. So another exciting project, both past and future, is Choke Enough was easily one of my favorite albums of 2025, and Take Me by the Hand was easily one of my favorite songs of 2025. Yeah. And you're going on tour with Oklou next month. So can you describe more about your collaborative sort of relationship and how excited you are for the tour?
I'm so excited for the tour. I love Mary Lou and Casey, who's like my dear friend and collaborator on lots of stuff, is going to be in the band. He also co-produced the whole album. And I love the Oklou crew universe, the visuals, everyone that works on her music and her visuals is like just the sickest, chillest, and most competent people. And they're French, so it's they're like also rude in that really delicious way. You know, they like to be haters on certain things, and I love that. Living in North America, where you're like, people are too nice. But I'm so actually like proud to be part of that album. It was so fun and easy working with her and Casey, and yeah, I'm just excited for the shows because it's gonna feel like hanging out with friends and making the best music together.
That's amazing. Yeah, I'm so excited for that, even though I think it's Umar who's at the Montreal stop. But
yeah, it is Umar on the Montreal, but you'll love his set.
Yes, yeah. And my last question for you to close it off, what's the best piece of advice you've ever received as an artist?
I think like the one that I've been writing on, I don't know where it came from. I'm sure I heard it somewhere, but it's the one that I tell people, and it's just to keep going because I've been doing this for a long time, and I think you never know what's going to happen, and it is really about maintaining, I think, a course and trusting the process, and yeah, just don't give up.
Well, thank you so much, Cecile. This is Rebecca and Cecile signing off for Also Cool Mag.
This is Cecile Believe signing off for Also Cool Mag.